Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? My hero day. Happy my hero day. Let me pull up the chat really fast. There we go. What's up, Becky? What's up, NW? How's everybody doing? Oh wait. Excuse me. What's up, Madman? What's going on? What's going on? I am doing good, man. Sunday, I'm good. I cannot complain. Cannot complain. I'm still messing around with camera stuff. I don't think I have the right. What's up, Mikkel? What's going on? How are you? Happy Sunday. Do I have the right? Hold on. I think I do, but I'm not sure. I need to. I always forget something. Like, this is the running theme. I always forget something. Hold on. It'll go in a second. I always forget to do that before, because each light that gives the color, it messes with the white balance. So sometimes I'll look, believe it or not, pale, or or I'll be too orange, or whatever the case. So I have a different white balance for each light. So this setting should go away in like a minute or so. But how's everybody doing? I did see that third trailer. Excuse me. That third trailer was done really well. They threw the tease in at the end, and I personally, well, with the tease at the end of the latest My Hero trailer, I don't mind it, because if you're an anime only that has seen the movie, I think you can already guess, like, especially if you pay attention. If you just watched the movie and you thought nothing of it, then you might not have gotten it. But if you paid attention to the movie and certain things that people were saying during the movie, like talking about quirks and stuff, you might be able to figure out that we might have a case of Deku having multiple quirks. I keep forgetting I can talk freely. This is a manga review. But like, you can figure that, like, I have a friend that's an anime only, and he figured, like we were talking about, what's up, Julian? And I was asking him, I'm like, what do you think about the movie? Like, when the movie first came out, and he was just telling me he was going crazy, this and the third, and he was like, whatever Nine said was weird whenever they were in the forest about this and that, and he literally like pieced it together without me like helping him. So through the movie, I think you can figure it out. But if you didn't watch the movie and you saw that trailer, you can be like, what the heck is going on? Oh my god. That's kind of what I think my mom is gonna go through whenever she watches it. So it'll be exciting. Ah, man. So 303, as we're saying, we're making some upgrades to the overlay. Next week it should look different than it does this week, so I'm adding some stuff. I'm trying to make it feel like home. So the end of the episode was funny. End of the episode was really funny. Let me sign in to Viz really fast. Log in. All right, we're good. All right, 3 wait. Okay, I was about to say, I was on the web page and it wasn't uploaded. What's up, Skylar? I'm going good. But the web page wasn't uploaded. It still said 302. I was like, wait, did I go live? There's no chapter live. I'm pulling it up now. 303. I'm not gonna waste any more time. It's My Hero Day, right? But it's also Attack on Titan Day. Gotta remember that. All right, so 303. I'm looking at the first page right now. It's Hawks and Best Genus. Yeah, Madman, for real. Top 3 That's right. These are the top 3 heroes now that you think about it. Or now that I think about it. These are the top 3 with Endeavor. Unless we're talking about a different top 3. But Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Genius are the top 3 heroes. Who knows if these rankings will stay the same now that all this information about Hawks and Endeavor are out in the open. But all right. Getting started now. Pardon us. We couldn't help but overhear. May we accompany you on your proposed family outing? Ooh. Okay. Best Genius and Hawks? I'm on 2, top of 2. Since I was discharged yesterday, I've been running around gathering intel. What's going on with that? Did Ray drop the flower at the end of last week? Why is she like bending over at why is she bending over in this panel? You can thank your mod Pinky over there for NW doing the good work. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by, and I appreciate you, NW. I truly do. All right. I forgot to read the chapter myself. Pull it up. We'll read it together. Why not? Oh, is she? Oh, she's actually okay. I'm terribly sorry for what our son did to you. Oh wow. If I just kept reading, I would have realized it. No. I ain't here to give you grief about that. No, you see how furiously do you see how furiously Hawks is typing? Like, no. That's great. No need to apologize, ma'am. I love that. We are only here to inquire about Dobby, but eavesdropping feels rather criminal, like illegal denim. What's illegal denim, right? Oh man. The root cause of your son's grudge could provide a lead in this investigation. What's up, Simo? We can ask him directly about how he survived the blaze and transformed completely into Dobby. I used to watch old videos of you, Endeavor. So to hear how that obsession from your younger days grew into all of this was quite shocking. Ah, man. Now, this didn't come up in your discussion about Toya, but Shoto's burn here, that was also you, Endeavor? Personal space? That was me. And then he keeps quiet. Illegal denim equals people's skin. I never know whether I should take what you say to heart ever, Dio. Like I never ever do I know, because when I don't, you're serious, and when I do, you're not. So I don't know. All right, I'm moving over to 4. We're giving it to the fans what they want. Oh goodness gracious. Crusty like your socks? Oof. Oof. I just realized that. Whoa. He was gonna call her mom and stopped. Ooh. Okay. Despite having every right to resent me, he started calling me mom again. I see. And look, he instantly. Oh wow. It's really cool. It was really cool. I never really got to face my folks like that. Still so close. I gave up on them, moved on, and left them behind. Shoto, you're a class act. And look at Shoto's little stupid face that he has on because he's too close. Top of 5. Endeavor, it's hell out there, you know. I know. Shigaraki, Dabi, Himiko Toga, Spinner, Skeptic, plus 132 of the Liberation Front members who escaped. and 7 near high-end Nomu all are on the loose. I really like this panel right here. I really like that panel a lot. Furthermore, Shigaraki and the Nomu smashed up Tartarus in 6 other prisons, freeing over 10,000 convicts. With the core members of the Hero Public Safety Commission dead or in the hospital, they've lost the power to organize heroes. And many heroes have chosen to retire, spurred on by this nasty climate. Top 6. Villains are more daring than ever, and the citizens who've lost faith in heroes are taking up arms. But by fighting back themselves, they're only wreaking more damage and wreaking more damage and destruction. Our government has put in requests for relief workers and heroes from around the world. But with the Safety Commission essentially shut down, the paperwork needed to dispatch heroes isn't getting done. Ooh, okay, so I haven't 10,000 is a lot. I haven't read Vigilantes, but my peeps that have read Vigilantes, is any of these silhouettes familiar? This is something I need to read Vigilantes. I keep saying it every week. I'm going to read it and I never do. But are any of these silhouettes familiar in this on page 6? I wonder. That'll be cool. That'll be like a cool throw-in if that actually was. All right, let me continue. All of that in just the past 2 days. Just as your wife said, your only option is to fight on. One of the heroes in the back is from the first movie with the oh really? Oh, that dude. Okay. I'm trying to remember if I could if I remember who it was. I personally don't remember off the top of my head. I would have to actually rewatch the movie to know or see a picture. All right. Let me continue. But we will too. The responsibility isn't yours alone, number one. And we can't have your family shouldering the entire burden. But why would you? Even if what Dabi says about the Todoroki family is true, I know things are different now. I have to zoom out. He was in the young All Might flashback. Okay. He was trying to stop the bank robbers. Okay, gotcha. All right. Even if what Dabi says about the Todoroki family is true, I know things are different now, and I'm going to lend my full support to anyone trying to be better. On that note, I'm proposing a team up of the top 3 heroes. Yes. I've put my life in Hawk's hands from the start, and I'm accustomed to walking down hellish catwalks such as this. And now that we and your family have lightened your load, do you think you can stand up and move forward? Ooh. Yeah. I'm digging this. 8. I'm telling you, emotional endeavor, man. His character arc is like made a full, well, not a full, like 360, but he's come a long way, and I love it. Yes, I'm on the top of 8. And here, how many people? This is only until we stop Toye. Got it? What's up, Valoni? Full 360, complete circle, going back to where you started. That's why I was like, not a full 360, not a 180. Yeah, thank you. It's just like NW. What did I say? The other stream, I was trying to say symbolism, but I said something else. And I didn't realize it until NW said something. I was like, yeah, freaking stupid. I'm an idiot. But of course, Natsuo. Always got to throw something in there. Top of 9. Sorry if I seem pushy, but first it's your duty to provide the people with an explanation. And he's just furiously typing. Now that Dobby's accusation is public, there's no avoiding it. I've already thought up a statement more or less, but there's one point I'm still fuzzy on. One for all. Oh, damn it. You said symbology instead of symbolism. In symbology, it's a study of signs and symbols. Yeah. I'm on page 9, Dexter. What's going on? Happy Sunday. One for all. What is it exactly? That reminds me. I guess the only people entering Central Hospital right now are connected to the heroes inside. Oh, wrong arrow key. All right, top of 10. While facing off with Shigaraki, Endeavor muttered a mysterious phrase. What does one for all mean? Is it somehow related to the supervillain known as All for One? Let's get in there quickly. What the hell? When did Endeavor say that? No, Madman. I won't let Madman. I won't let you be happy, Madman. You wanted Deku to tell everybody. This is different. They're forcing their way in. I won't let you get that one. I won't let you get that one. I won't let you get that one. You wanted them to tell. You wanted them to tell. They're forcing their way. I won't let you in. I won't let you in. What's up, Pempy? What's going on? I won't let you in. You damn right. All right. Let me zoom over. One for all. Right now, we need to know what that means. Oh. Attention all. Endeavor here. I've engaged Shigaraki at the hospital ruins. Ah, that he muttered it then. One for all. Damn. Sorry for using the private frequency, but there's a chance that Shigaraki is after me specifically. Ah. Deku. And we're here. Deku. Damn it, freaking damn. Why do you get to snooze when I'm awake? Look. I needed this. Believe it or not, I needed some Bakugo energy to get me out of this Endeavor crying and all this emotional stuff. Oh man. See, me and Skylar were thinking the same way. Symbology, symbolism, it's close. It's close. It's close. At most, only a few heroes will learn about it. I think the Todoroki family, the top 3 heroes, and that's it. That's it. Stop shouting. Little hard to grieve properly when this guy's up and about. Look at Sue. Mineta, look at Mineta got his legs, and Mineta's just in the air, monkey gripped around him. He just monkey gripped around him. At last, some relief. Who's that? Who is this person right here on the left? Is that a nurse? Yeah, it's a nurse. She has a clipboard. Thank you for handling him, Suyu. I feared for the worst when I saw those wounds, but he's noisier than ever, huh? Hey, Prez, they're saying Tokiyama and Kaminari are cleared for release. His body is okay at least, right? That's what they say. 14. I'm worried. What's up? Great explosion, murder, god, dynamite. You're all right. Genist. Do I look all right to you? We'd like to speak with Izuku Midoriya. Actually, All Might asked to be alone with him for now. All Might, you say? Yeah, All Might. What is this? I feel it. The version of me dwelling inside the boy The version of me dwelling inside the boy inside one. Whoa, that's weird. The version of me dwelling inside the boy inside one for all. Okay, it's broken up. I'm an idiot. I'm broken up. Right now, you must be talking with the predecessors. We get another page? No, we don't get another page. Dwelling inside the boy. That's so interesting. FBI, open up. Yeah, look at Hawks connecting the dots. Yeah. Like Hawks literally was like, All Might, you say? Like what? Like why would All Might want to be alone with Deku right now? Like why? Like why would he want to be solely alone with Deku? Where is Inko at? Yeah, Pempy, I agree. I think Dexter might be on the money. There's a possibility that Deku might wake up and it is not him. He is not him. There's a chance that another One For All user could wake up in his place. I'm with Dexter on that theory. I really like that one. I really do. But Inko not being here, there's not like, that's what I'm saying. For All Might to say that All Might requested to be alone with Deku, if this is, I said this whenever we seen that one image of Deku in the bed. Maybe the original, possibly, or maybe Nana too. I think it's between Nana or the first user. It's either Nana or the first user, because if it's the first user, I think we go directly to All For One, but if it's Nana, I think we go to Shigaraki. I think it's one of those. I think it's either one of those because of the connections that the two of those have. But I said it when we saw that first image of All Might next to Deku in the bed. And I lost it. Give me a second, because I read that and it threw me off. But whenever we just seen All Might in the room and we had no context, I was like, why isn't Inko's there? Why isn't she there? And it's just like, oh, she could be there. But now that we get this information that All Might requested to be alone, if she was in the hospital, I don't think there's anything that All Might could have said that would have made her step out of the room to have him be alone with Deku. So that means I personally believe she's not in this hospital. It's been 2 days. Why doesn't she come check on her son? Especially with everything that's going on. There's no way that she would be perfectly fine and not be at this hospital. There's no way. There's no possible way whatsoever. Especially that some of his teachers, like even if they didn't mention that any of the students were involved in this raid, there's a bunch of teachers that died and are seriously injured. I'm telling you. I think she's gone. Well, I wouldn't count on Bakugo. We already know the answer to this question. I called that junk. I called that junk from that first panel. Why isn't she there? It's weird that she wouldn't be there. Jeez, you just throwing a bunch of stuff out. The muscle form is there's no confirmation, but I'm pretty like seeing a young All Might and seeing how big he was. She's gone for cigarettes. I don't think Bakugo's parents would show up at the hospital for him. I don't think so. Well, that's harsh. There's nothing that leads me to believe that his parents would show up at the hospital besides being parents. I don't know. After seeing what happened in the news, all the parents would be. I totally agree. I agree, Valoni. There's no way you could, like, even like, I'm just like trying to come up with excuses, but there's no way that the knowledge that students participated in this battle is being kept because transportation is down. That could be a thing too, but I think Inca would move hell or high water. I think Inca would move hell or high water to get there, even if transportation was down. I personally think that. I'm not giving you that one, Madman. I'm totally not. You said that you want Deku to tell everybody. This is different. What's happening is different. I'm not gonna give you that one. I'm not. You wanted everyone to know. You wanted Deku to willingly give up this information to the entire class. I'm not surrendering that one. I'm not surrendering it. This is different. Like, this was something Shigaraki said and Endeavor muttered that a bunch of various different people overheard. That's what that is. And now, to this specific group of people, Deku and All Might are going to have some explaining to do. I still don't think the students should know. See ya, Pempy. Yeah. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Go study, please. I appreciate you for stopping by, but get out of here. Have a good rest of the day, or night, or morning, or evening. What do you think Deku's gonna say when they ask him about it? Well, it's not so much what he's gonna say, it's just All Might's there too, so the All Might's there, so I think if All Might just says go ahead, might as well tell everything. Kind of like how they gave Bakugo the whole lowdown on everything. I do think at that point you tell Hawks and Best Jeanist everything. You tell the top three. You tell them everything. And as well, if someone does wake up in his place, that's different as well. But if Deku, like, if Deku were to wake up, like Izuku Midoriya, I think All Might would be like, go ahead, it's okay. And they both would take turns probably sharing information. And then Deku would, I don't know. I think he would default to All Might. If All Might wasn't in the room, then I don't know. Like, I think Deku might, and then tell. But since All Might is sitting right there, I think he'll either like glance at All Might, and All Might will explain it, and then Deku could fill in the information that's a little bit different. But I just need to hold on, because we didn't say it. Shoto's going to get included in this, but I don't think Hawks and Best Jeanist would be careless enough to mention this to the students. I think because of the connection to Dabi, Shoto has to know. But I don't think they would be careless enough to right now be like, oh yeah, one for all. Do you know anything about it? I think that would be kind of careless. So I don't think that they would have the information to ask what is one for all, because Bakugo's not going to say a damn thing about it. Bakugo's not going to say anything about it. He would have said it already. And I don't think Shoto would say anything either. So I don't think anyone would ask him outside of like the two people inquiring about the boy right now. Everyone that's close to Deku needs to die. Jeesh. There is a reason to tell the class so they can be prepared for if they're fighting. I don't think that's a good enough reason to tell them. Telling them about this just creates more of a burden. It just creates more of a burden on the rest of the class, because at that point, Deku would need Like, it's too much of a burden. These kids would be killing themselves to save him. And that's way too much of a burden on all of them. They wouldn't be able to focus. I don't think so. They would all be worried about, oh no, they're going after Deku, and get killed in the process. I truly do think that. Baku already said that Deku and yeah, but Endeavor already, like, they were in the heat of the moment. There's some information that we just needed to know right now. Like, that's different. They were in the heat of the moment. This guy's, he's hawking them down. Shigaraki was hawking them down. And Bakugo's like, he has multiple quirks. There's some stuff going on. We need to deal with this now. That's what that was. But just to sit there like, hey guys, you know what? I feel like you need to know about my quirk. And give them the whole history on it? No way. I don't think that works out good. It's that essentially, Madman, what you want to enact the trope of telling people your secret identity in a superhero in the series. And you all, like, that trope always is, the more people that know, the more of a liability becomes the person that it's more of a liability on both ends, because they're both now overcompensating for the fact of they're now a target. Like, imagine if Deku told all of 1A about this, and then the kids get into a skirmish with someone from the Paranormal Liberation Front, like one of the lieutenants or something, and the kids start moving funny whenever they mention Deku, which then tips off them that they all know what's going on. That's a liability. So now I can pry information from you instead of having to go to the source. Now we have a hostage situation. No way. Absolutely not. It creates more of a liability. Because now if I'm a lieutenant for the Paranormal Liberation Front and you have information on One for All, I can take you to draw him out. Especially if I know that you know. It's way too much of a liability. Way too much. My first stream, your chat's already more entertaining. I appreciate that. The kids like Frappe and Uraraka already assumed something was off. Yeah, like Bakugo made it a big deal. Yeah. So they obviously think something's up. I think if Deku was a late bloomer, he would literally be the first person that he was a late bloomer that these kids have ever heard of. His quirk manifested when he was 14, not when he was 4. One for All, nothing like a gaming gift card Shigaraki was after. One for All is a subscription service. Yeah, there's certain kids in the class you just can't trust with this information. I do think Mineta would be sturdy though. I think he would be sturdy. I don't know. They already are a liability just knowing him. But I think it's just the fact of if the kids have more information, I don't know. It's so much more of a liability with them having information, because what would just be a skirmish with one of these lieutenants that probably have more information than we think, what would just be a skirmish with one of these kids could turn into a whole hostage negotiation. It totally could. It totally could. Like, instead of just either beating this kid or killing them, or trying to just get away from them, if you then can ascertain that they have information that could be helpful or could lure the target to you, why not kidnap this kid instead of going through all of, like I don't think kidnapping would be on the table if they didn't know information. I think that's just what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I that's what I'm just thinking of. Like, say, I'm just gonna use this as an example. Say if Uraraka, this probably would never make sense or work out, but like, say if Uraraka and Tsuyu were on like a patrol or something, and they came across like Giten or something. They came across Giten, and Giten knows information about One for All, this, that, and the third. And he says something like, "Oh, you're the kids from this, that, and the third." He says something, and then Ochako and Tsuyu like do something or say something in regards to Deku, or saying something like, "We won't let you have them," because that's something she would say, or "No way," this, that, and the third. And now Giten goes from, wait, like I wasn't talking about that. Like, I wasn't talking about that. Oh, you have information, I can take you. Now we could do whatever we want. We could take you to Shigaraki or All for One, and he could pull the information from you. Who knows what kind of quirk he has? We don't even need to torture you. We could just take the information from you. And there you go. That's just extra information. All right, man. Peace out. So it's just stuff like that. I think it's so much more of a liability to tell them kids. No way. No way. No way. This is a good chapter, though. I was going to say it felt short. It was 15 pages. That means he's working on something. Excuse me. I wonder how Endeavor would react if in the next chapter All Might sits down with them and tells Genus, Hawks, and himself about One for All. I think that it would... Oh my gosh. Dude, it would make... I think that... In a way, it would be crazy. In a way, it would be crazy because Endeavor would then listen to All Might and be like, I was literally trying to chase something that... Like, he was trying to chase something that's unobtainable. Like, he's trying to chase a generational power that passes from generation to generation. And to hear that story, that would be crazy. I think that would kind of be like... It would kind of hit him even deeper than what it would before. Like, before Endeavor, before the character development, would just be like defeated, like, what? But now that he's gaining this sympathy for his family, him sitting there like, I put my family through this, and it's literally something like it, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I would just feel defeated. That would just be like the most defeated feeling in the world, where it's just like I did, essentially he did all of this for nothing. That's what it feels like. He did it all for nothing. He did it all for nothing anyways, but even more so would be like, I did it for nothing. That's a great point, Simo. That is a really great point. I am excited for International Heroes. What panel was that? I'm excited to see. This guy kind of looks like a little Whitebeardish. I don't know. Like a little Whitebeardish. This guy on page 6. Now we have a mind break tag in the series. Yeah. This was a really good chapter, man. Just the interactions with Hawks and Best Genius interacting with the Todoroki family. Getting all of this information. Hawks piecing the stuff together. Like Hawks piecing this in, like he's just piecing it together. One of the guys like, yeah. They were all telling me that it's one of the, I think they said it was the guy from the Young All Might flashback. Deku's new power is finna make everyone freak. I don't think Deku would get a new power. How far is the manga? How far is the manga? I just don't like read. Oh, so season 5 starts March 27th, and it's gonna cover 3 arcs. I have a feeling that, like, don't spoil, because I I have a feeling that it's going to cover the class battle, MVA, and the training arc, the winter training arc. I think it's going to cover those three. And then season 6 is going to be the entire war. I don't see how you can do the war in 12 episodes. I still don't see how you could do the war in 12 episodes. I think the war has to be at least 17 episodes. 16, well, maybe 14. I could say maybe 14. Well, now that I think about it, maybe you could do the war in 12 episodes. I would say the manga is ahead by a full season's worth of content. That's what I would say. So currently, like, the chapter we just read would probably be the end of the 6th season or the beginning of the 7th season. No, there's going to be a full 24. I'm just like, I'm thinking out loud, like this, like the war arc. I don't know. But there's this upcoming season is going to be 24. I talk about like trying to future, like, look at stuff in the future in a weird way. I break it up by like the 12 episodes, like by the single cores. So like the class battle should be like the first core of this season, and MVA should be the second core of this season. And then kind of like how they did the end of season 4, you get a little mini arc with the last 2 or 3 episodes of the season. I think that's what's going to happen for season 5. So there should be like 3 arcs, I think. Yeah. How do you feel about people thinking Deku had a quirk before? I wouldn't mind it if Deku actually had a quirk. I think there's a theory out there. I think I read this theory before. I think it would be interesting if Deku did have a quirk, and Deku did get his quirk stolen, and then was told that he was quirkless. It's a part of like this theory of like All For One just like stealing quirks from kids and stuff. I personally kind of like that. I think we could get through the class battle and, no lie, like 8 episodes. I do think we could get through the class battle in 8 episodes, and it won't feel rushed. I do feel it, because I just have this feeling of that moment with the Deku is gonna like fall in line, kind of like the first season when we get Deku versus Bakugo around 7 or 8. I do feel that way. I do feel like that could be possible. I don't read the manga. So which part does Deku unlock the quirk? Is it in the class battle? I don't want to tell ya. Angel. Yeah, the longest part. The Deku battle is going to be the longest because of what happens in it. Should I tell him? Or someone else could tell him? I don't know. I do think My Hero is gonna start falling into line with because like the what happens when, like, I don't know, like what happens when someone asks, I don't know. Nah, maybe maybe it'll give you something to look forward to. Yeah, something happens in the class battle, Angel. I'll say that. Something happens in the class battle. I think My Hero is gonna start falling in the into the point of, I don't think we could start breaking down these arcs in the 12, like a lot of, like, especially like how they're like broken up in their structure in the manga. Like the war can't fit in the 12 episodes. I'm still trying to think if the war could fit in the 12 episodes. I don't see it. I don't see how the war, because the first episode is always going to be a recap filler episode. So that's 1 episode down. And then we still have to go through Ooh, do we end this season with the Shirakumo stuff, or do we start next season with the Shirakumo stuff? That's a good question. Does the Shirakumo stuff take the place of the Endeavor and the high end fight, like from season 4? Do we just knock that out in one episode and that's what we cliffhang on until the next season? With Shigaraki, I think because around the time we're doing the Shirakumo stuff, at the same time, aren't we flashing over to Shigaraki and Dr. Garaki? Isn't that happening at the same exact time? Because if that's the case, I think that's what we cliffhang on. So I that's what makes me feel like the class battle will get done around like episode 8 or 9. MVA runs from like 10 to 16. And then from like maybe MVA runs from like episode 10 to maybe 18. So stuff like that, or 19 or 20. And then we do like the last 21, 22, 23, 24 is the Endeavor training. And then the last episode is the Shirakumo Shigaraki back and forth cliffhang. Or the post-credit scene will be the Shigaraki stuff. That'll take the spot of the Deku Dream from season 4. I can see that. I could totally see that. I don't see how I think the war has to be the full season. Or I think so. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the war in the aftermath would be all of season 6. I don't know. Like I have to go back and reread. I would have to go back and reread just to figure out exactly all the stuff that's there, because there are a couple chapters like before the start of the war. I'm just thinking there's a lot of scenes you can end end season 5 with. You could end season 5 with with the Shigaraki stuff. You can end season 5. All right, Valoni. Season 5 probably end with Shigaraki looking at his last hand and Endeavor figuring out the message from Hawks. That's right. That stuff happened too. The war arc is longer than the overhaul arc. That is true. Yeah, it was like 7 to 8 chapters, but it was like it was a chunky 7 to 8 chapters though. Well, it felt like it was chunky because you get the dinner scene, you get all the Endeavor stuff talking about Toya and his head. Then you got all the ending stuff. You got the quick little training for the 3 of them. That's like that. I think you could get a good 3 chapters, 3 episodes from that. I think that's like a good 3 episodes. Oh, there's multiple spots that season 5 can end. There's multiple spots, because I'm even thinking if you're not gonna end with Shigaraki going inside the tank, you could end literally season 5 with the students sitting on the hill as the war is starting, and you get like that little monologue of the heroes are gone, that little heroes are gone thing, and all the hero like there's no heroes in the city, and then the students are in all of 1A and 1B are in the outskirts of town looking in. I do think that's possible. Season 5 is ending in Deku awakening Black Whip. Oh man, 20 episodes all filler. If I'm looking at the war, I'm like season 6. I think the war should be at least 16 episodes, 17 episodes. Because if you start episode 1 with the students going into town evacuating everything, the end of that first episode is is Endeavor, Mirko, and the rest of the heroes, Twitter would explode. If my hero did a full filler season, I would be sick. I would be sick to my stomach. If my hero ever did a full filler season, I would be sick to my stomach. I would get off social media. I would get off social media. I wouldn't partake. I wouldn't want to see the vileness that would be happening. I'm thinking season 6. If that first episode literally picks up with the students evacuating the town, you get the stuff with Burnin. You get all that stuff, the true introduction to Burnin. That interaction with the hero, like, hey, what's going on, Sly? Like, Sly. All that stuff. I see the first episode ending with Endeavor and Mirko walking up on cute Igaraki. And then if that's the case, the second episode would be more the hospital stuff. Episode 3, episode 4. Around episode 5, Shigaraki wakes up. Yeah, because I see like episode 5, 6, Mirko fighting the high ends and cracking the tank. And then I can't wait to see that Xless moment animated. I'm gonna laugh. But I can see around episode 5 or 6 Shigaraki waking up. 7, 8, 9, 10 is the fight with Shigaraki. I don't know. It's hard to pace the war because it's just nothing but fighting. It's hard to pace the war because it's just nothing but fighting. In a way, if you just chalk it down the fighting and if they don't expound on some of the fights, you could do the war in 14 episodes. You literally could. If I'm really thinking about it, you really could do the war in 14 episodes if you just chalk up all the fights just being fights and there's not that much dialogue. You could do it in 14. I would love it if the war was like at least 16 episodes. I would love it if that was the case. If the war was like 16 episodes. And then it would be 2 episodes for the Tartarus stuff. The first episode, I think the first episode would be that you literally could make that one Tartarus chapter that we got 1 episode. That 1 episode you literally could do that could be a 1-to-1, and you could just expound so much more on Tartarus. You could. I don't even care. It's stuff we never see again. You could expound that and make that a 1-to-1. You can make that a 1-to-1. Then you got the Hawk stuff. You got the and the Endeavor family stuff. Season 6, we haven't even read the ending of season 6 yet. That's how I feel. That's what I'm looking at. We haven't really read. We haven't even seen the ending of season 6 yet. I want to see the Reciprocal Turbo too. I can't wait to see the Reciprocal Turbo. That Shoto and Tetsu fight is gonna be crazy. The Shoto was cracked. I remember reading that fight like, you're gonna kill him. you're gonna kill him. Maybe someone should step in and stop this. I remember feeling that way reading it. Like someone, like, he's gonna melt this boy. Like, is no one gonna step in and stop him? Like, are we not gonna do that? We just gonna watch a murder happen right in class? I remember being like genuinely concerned. I remember being genuinely concerned reading that. Because Shoto was not letting up. He was not letting up at all. I can't wait to see the Black Whip part animated. I can't wait. Oh, totally. Totally. Ida Tetsu Tetsu and Honenuki. Yeah. Like they were like that whole moment. That's what made the Reciprocal Turbo so cool. Because of what Ida was see, I get that the joint training arc came in at a weird part. Like it was very weird. It was a complete total change of pace as to what we were just going through. But I still agree. Well, I don't agree because no one really agrees on this. I personally love the joint training arc. I personally did. I really did. I really did enjoy it. It just sucks that a lot of people didn't. It just sucks that a lot of people didn't like that arc. I enjoyed, like, I don't, but that's just me. Like, I've fully accepted, and I think it's the reason why I love My Hero so much, is it gives me the moments of them actually being students and them living everyday lives that I want from every other series. Right? I wish that I could, like, I think the next closest thing that kind of does it in a sense, well, not really. Nah, I won't say that. Like my ideal series is having something like Dragon Ball Z fights with Dragon Ball humor, but then getting the slice of life that My Hero does. If I could get a series like that, I would never complain ever again. I think like My Hero doesn't have the fights like Dragon Ball or any like a Naruto or even Jujutsu Kaisen. It don't have the fights like that. It's never prided itself on having those fights like that either. A lot of My Hero fights are very emotional, short battles. I would love it if we could get some crazy Dragon Ball Z fights in My Hero. Some hyper fast fights. I would totally love that. But I think I love when it slows down. I love when the kids get to be kids. I don't know. That's just me though. That's truly just me. I love that the kids get to be kids. Like they get to deal with these traumatic things, but then they get to go back and try to live normal lives and try to attempt to live normal lives. I really dig that about the series. That's kind of what gets me to keep reading it. No, great moments, but as a whole, I didn't really enjoy it that much. Only because I wish we had fleshed out the 1B guys a bit more. Yeah, it would have been cool to get just a little bit more of the 1B kids during the summer training arc. We got like a little bit about them, and it wasn't even about all of them. It was only Tetsu and oh gosh, what's her name? Kendo. It was like Tetsu and Kendo. We had that one moment with them, but that's it. I would like to get some more on 1B as well, because they have a lot of cool characters. A lot of cool characters are in 1B, and I would like to learn more about them. I liked it, but again, I like most of the series. I don't know. I don't think I just fall into this category. I don't read or watch anything I don't like. And then it's just like sometimes I literally sometimes sit and just think like, dude, is there something wrong with me? Because like a lot of people have like complaints and stuff. It's like, I really don't. Like, I don't have no complaints. It's weird. Like, if I'm watching a show, it's like I don't have any complaints about it. Unless it's like really sticks out. And it's really like jarring. But other than that, I just like take it in. It makes me feel like I'm like, I was like, am I like super duper like fanboyish? Because I'm like, I genuinely can't think of one thing that I don't like about My Hero. I don't know. I would love it if we got some crazy fights. Like, there is no crazy fight in My Hero. I still think that there's no crazy fight. There are there's like cool fights and great fights, but I don't think they're like, I don't think there's like that crazy like nuts fight. My Hero doesn't have that, and I'm not mad that it doesn't have it, because if I wanted to go watch that, I'll go watch a Naruto or a Bleach or a Dragon Ball or a Yu Yu Hakusho. I'll go watch that. So I think that's just how I think. If I wanted to go watch a crazy fight, I'll go watch God of High School, where it's just nothing but fights, and I could just watch this cool fight and then just turn it off because I'm not going to get anything else from that series. So it's just like that. And then if I wanted to be emotional and sit here and cry over everything, I'll come back to My Hero. That's how I feel. It's weird. I don't know. I look at it as weird sometimes. Wish I could be like that. No complaints, but I've dropped so many shows because I'm picky with my food. I have a short list of stuff I drop, but I'm also like very picky in what I watch too. I don't watch everything. I'm certain the way I feel would be different if I watched a ton of things, but I genuinely have stopped watching a lot just because I don't have the time to. So I want to watch and read quality things with my times. I am as well. I'm a lot more critical, and like, I'm not, when I was younger, I was a lot more like brash and didn't think much about things. I liked what I liked what I didn't, but now I really like think my way through it. I'm really like more analytical. A lot of the points that I hold now I did not hold 5 years ago. So it makes, like, it's the reason why I kind of want to go back to some of my older series. When I like a lot of older series that I kind of had these mixed feelings on, and rewatch them again to see how I feel about them. Maybe it could have changed. Like, no matter how many times people tell me to watch ReZero, I just can't get into it because I don't like the main character. Yeah, he is annoying. He is annoying. When your major is related to criticizing books and stuff, you start to be critical of everything without realizing it. But Pinky over there is much more lenient than I am. Really? Because NW is that really? Then that means you're really picky, because NW has like a filter. NW has like a super duper filter on the things he takes in. I definitely wouldn't have watched Fairy Tail now instead of when I was younger. Yeah. Is there a series I watched in the past that I would not watch now? Probably something. Probably something. I personally, off the top of my head, I can't think. What is a series that I don't even know? I'm trying to think for real. Like, what is a series that I totally wouldn't? Come on, Subaru isn't that bad. I won't watch anything with a lowly or annoying high-pitched squeaky voice girl. I don't watch Slice of Life. I don't watch Harem. Wow. Goodness. I think the biggest thing that I can actually like note, you just brought it up, is Slice of Life. As like growing up in my early 20s, I was like, true, it's harems as well. Like, but I was like, I'm not into just watching Slice of Life. I was like, I won't do it. I'm not gonna watch it. I won't watch a romance. I felt like that all of my teenage years, and all the way up until maybe my 3rd year of college. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then I watched one and it was really good. And I was like, you know what? Let me give this a chance. And it literally kind of like changed. And I was like, I have an entire new genre that has been opened up to me. And now I love slice of life stuff. If I'm being completely frank, I would rather watch a slice of life series than a shonen series that has fighting and all this nonsense in it. I'd rather just watch something, because for me, the slice of life stuff is relaxing. Like, I can get invested in the characters, but I don't have to worry about Orochimaru interrupting the tuning exams. so it's like that. Like right now, like Horimiya, like I'm like enamored and infatuated with that show. And that is a show that I wouldn't even have batted an eye at 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I would have never even watched it. I would have read the description, hard skip. And now it's possibly one of like my favorite things that I'm watching this season. Can't get over it. It's like I've that's how I've changed as I've grown older. Watakoi? I don't even know. What is Watakoi? What is that? Watakoi. I feel like you've recommended me to this. Oh no. Love is hard for an otaku. Excuse me. No, I haven't. I have not watched this. This guy have the same filter you spoke of, but it's just more easily annoyed by certain things. Gotcha. I'm still trying to think of stuff that I wouldn't have watched, that I do watch now, or that I don't watch now and did watch before. Kind of new to watching anime, so I don't think I have a filter yet. I think your filter kind of gets built as to like just in life what you experience and what you like feel like. Like if you're not interested in literal, like, I don't know, I don't want to be like disgusting about it, but if you're not interested in a bunch of females flocking over one guy in real life, you're not gonna like watch it in anime form, I think. I don't know, if I see a trope or a thing that bothers me and it continues throughout the series, I'm dropping it. No point in forcing myself through something. I understand that. I do. Otku is the show that made me flip on slice of life. For me, it was Toradora. Like, Toradora was my first like romance / slice of life series, and I just fell in love with it. And I remember like finishing Toradora, like that was great. Holy crap. And then I was like, I remember like after watching Toradora, and there's a lot of people that don't like Toradora, I come to find out. That's teach their own. But after I watched it, I literally like like it was the weirdest thing. Like when I watched Toradora, I literally Googled what are similar shows to Toradora, and there was an article of like 10 romance series that are like similar to Toradora, and I literally just one by one made my way down the list, and before I knew it, I was in. And before I knew it, I was like, I like romance now. Like when I'm looking at a new show for a season, if it's a romance series, I'm more inclined to watch it. It's so like, it's so funny. I'm interested in this Wotakoi. I may watch Attack on Titan tonight and then throw this on and see it if I could just get hooked and not sleep tonight and binge it. 16-year-old me, oh man, there's no fights. 25-year-old me, well, this is seriously just fights. I'm kind of the same way too, but it's weird. I have a way where I can operate to the point of, if I just want to watch fights, I'll go watch something like that. But majority of the time, I kind of want something that is all encompassing, that has the fights, has the characters, has the interactions, has the emotional beats. All of, I kind of want. That's what I'm looking for. I kind of want a full package from a show now. Give me the lore, give me some stuff about it. But if I just want to watch a fight, something that just fights, I can still do it. Like, trust me, I did it with God of High School. If I just wanted to watch fights, I could totally just do it. Can totally do it. Where's the philosophy and deep under themes me right now? I'm telling you, NW Attack on Titan is the series for you. I think Dexter could co-sign that. I think my next biggest tackle, I was gonna do it on the channel, but I don't think I'm gonna do it on the channel. I think I'm finally gonna watch Monster. I think that's what I'm finally going to do. I've not done that yet, and I think that's going to be like the next one I tackle. Telling you. Favorites are Parasite, Ergo Proxy. I haven't read Parasite. I watched it and I love that. And I've never heard of Ergo Proxy or Serial Experiment. I've never watched those. I've never watched those. I never even heard of them, if I'm being honest. Alright, Simo, catch you later. All of them plot heavy and big brain moded. Monster is good but slow. I don't mind it. I kind of like my series to be slower now than faster, because I don't want them to end. I don't want them to end, excuse me, proper grammar. So I kind of like that. Like, if it's slow, cool. Give me more to just eat up. Give me more to just eat up. Ergo Proxy is good. Really? I gotta add that. Where's my sticky note? I gotta add that. I've yet to watch Psycho Pass either. I just know a lot of people don't like the second season. I still have Dexter. I still have it. Dexter's Nana Theory 12421 chapter 298. I still have that written down. Finding Steam error confinement subfeed. I could delete that. Figured that out. 341 the one. Yep, I can delete that. I won't forget her name. I can delete all this stuff too. I can delete this too. I can delete a lot of this. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. We have stopped talking about My Hero. This is why I want to do the sidetrack streams sometimes, but then sometimes I just don't have the energy for it. So, get out of here. I'm about to go watch Attack on Titan. Go eat dinner and watch Attack on Titan. So, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Becky, go to sleep, Becky. Becky's still here. Becky is still here. Get some sleep. I appreciate you for being here. No stream until Tuesday. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Oh wait, I think, well, I have to talk to Pipe. We may stream tomorrow. But we're doing Haikyuu on Tuesday, so if you're interested, check that out. If not, see you next Sunday. Peace out.